Hey, Trent, it's Emma Lawrence. How's Jake Averillo? Because I know we thought it was a fractured hand, but I think he's been cleared. What actually
Yeah.
was the injury?
Yeah, he's got a few. He's had a foot and he's also carrying a calf strain. So we'll see if he can train today. But if not, we've got plenty of cover there with Lockie Lewis still in the squad, so in the 21. So we'll know a little bit more this afternoon.
And then Kyle, an opportunity as well. Obviously, he's been in and out. Have you been impressed with how he's taken that and how he's developed? And have you been impressed with his maturity through this whole process?
Yeah, look, he's been good, and it is an opportunity for Kyle to finish the year well. We've got Jeremy Marshall-King's gone home. His wife's due any day now. So, it opens a spot there for Kyle, and we've put Bailey Biondi back to the bench. So he gives us cover there at hooker and also in the halves. So, big opportunity. And then, we'll wait and see what happens with Averillo this afternoon.
So Jeremy's gone home to Sydney.
Yeah.
So season done for him then. Yeah.
Yeah, season's done. Similar scenario with Renoff Atoni. So both their partners, Ren, I think his partner had a baby yesterday, which is good for them. But Jeremy's gone home today, and they're expecting any day. So season's finished for Jezza, unfortunately.
And then with Horsburgh and Ryan James, will it just likely be the one more week still, like just this final game, and then they'll go back to the Raiders? Yeah,
that's right. So they'll be this week. We get Thompson back this week. We'll get Hetherington back next week, and also Ogden. So, we're really lucky that the Raiders were able to help us out there, and the NRL enabled us to do it. So they'll both play for us this week, and they were two of our better players last week, I thought.
I know everyone always has their opinions on stuff. I think James Graham was saying that he would have thought it would have been a better idea to maybe use other players in your squad. But yep. I know you only have a limited number up here. Did you even really have players available? I mean, what would be your reaction to?
I heard that. I did hear those comments, and I think there's a few things that we need to consider as well. And the only forwards that we had outside the guys that played was a young Jackson Tapine, and we were missing two big bodies and middle. So there's a welfare issue there, that we've also got to think. Jackson Tapine's definitely not a front rower, and if we were to play him along with the five other Jersey flag kids, it would have made us a little bit vulnerable through that middle third of the field. So we've got a duty of care to the players as well. Jackson gets his start this week back at dummy half, but we certainly don't make decisions lightly. We think of every scenario, and we thought that those two big bodies were needed, and as I said, they played well.
And then what have you made of the Knights? They're getting everyone back at the right time this season. I think this is only the third game they'll have Bradman Best, Pearce and Ponga all playing together.
Yeah, three handy players. We've done our reviews this week, and all three of them figure fairly prominently in what we're doing and what we need to stop. So, they're a different team with Mitchell Pearce in there. He gives them a lot of direction. He's a steady head, and he's been a great player for a long time, junior. We all know what Kalen Ponga can do, and Bradman Best is one of the best young players in the game. So three very handy ones. They got a really good team, got a big pack. Barnett's been going really well for them too, I thought. So they're a pretty well balanced side. So we're going to have to play well to get them.
And what do you need to see? I know aside from a couple of dodgy calls last week, but what do you need to see improvement with your side?
I thought our ball handling was really poor last week. We were our own worst enemy again. We were beaten by 2 tries, and we just didn't give ourselves a chance. And it's been our issue all year. Mistakes coming out of yardage and forced passes and poor skill. A lot of individual skill that just wasn't up to standard. And if we can fix that, we're going to give ourselves a lot more better opportunities in good ball. And take a little bit of pressure off our defence. But, there's certainly things that we can control. And that's probably the most disappointing thing, we hurt ourselves last week and have been doing it all year.
Hey Trent, Mike at 2GB here, mate. Can you hear me? I'm just checking my mic's
Yep.
working. Yeah, mate. Just quick one from me. There was a report about Luke Thompson's future that you guys might not be able to offer him a deal beyond next year due to salary cap pressures. First of all, is there any truth to that? And secondly, how important is he to what you're trying to build there?
Yeah, Luke Thompson's really important, mate. He's been one of our better players, or one of our best players when he's been on the field. Had a couple of unfortunate incidents with his suspensions, which hasn't helped. But yeah, I was a bit taken by that one. I certainly knew nothing about it and haven't been briefed on it. So as far as we're concerned, it's all okay here. He's back in the team this week, and I'm looking forward to watching him play again. He's very handy to us.
I think they said there's an option in his favour for next year. You're expecting him to be there next season, not to opt out to go anywhere else?
No, I wouldn't think so. As I said, I was the first I've really heard of it when we read about it. So, haven't been briefed on that, and we don't know. So we're expecting him to be here, and he's an important part of our team.
Great, mate. And just last from me, is there any motivation at all? We hear this every year, a chance to spoil a team who's on the, the edge of the 8 there, to spoil their finals. Does that play into your motivations at all, or is it purely internal for you guys?
Yeah, I think purely internal, mate. We need to play well, regardless of the outcome. It'll look after itself if we're doing the things that we know we can do, and hanging onto the ball and doing things that we can control. So that's our main focus. We're certainly not giving ourselves a chance, or didn't give ourselves a chance to win that game last week, and still were close enough. But, we need to help ourselves a little bit. Basic fundamental errors at the wrong times, at the wrong end of the field, are hurting us.
Great. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.